What's up, Explorers? I'm Jeff from the Cloud Explorers. Welcome back to the Microsoft AI Advent Calendar, the Winter Party Exploration Series. It's time for episode number 14. Meaning box number 14 opening. Drum rolls. Ta-da! And like the previous two episodes, we're gonna continue exploring the use your data. Today we're gonna talk about the blob storage option. Not to repeat the previous two episodes, but a quick recap for those who haven't joined in. There's a great example, a quick start on this topic on Microsoft Learn on the OpenAI service documentation. That's the one that you're seeing right now. Check it out. We're gonna go ahead with the studio version of it. And let's just jump in. So I have OpenAI Studio open with one of the previous models that we deployed from the previous episodes, GPT-3.5 Turbo 1106. And I have the data option open. So the one that we're gonna look at today is the Azure Blob Storage. So when we select it, as in the previous ones, we can either create the resources or we need some resources pre-created, like a blob storage, a container that contains the data, because this option doesn't have any ingest upload option available, and obviously a search resource. And like with the previous episodes, I got you covered. As we can use the day 12 setup that we had, the module for search service, the storage account, and the actual module files are all present in the starter kit for Microsoft AI service repo, link down below. So you don't have to do this yourself from scratch. You can if you have to, you don't have to. Jumping back. Biggest difference here versus the two other options is that you actually need a storage container. That's the reason that it is included in the storage account module right here. So it can create a storage account for you. In this case, I'm just gonna use the two that we created from the two previous episodes. So we can jump in for a second into the storage account. So we have the file upload Kia and the web page dev. I'm gonna use the file upload Kia because I think it's gonna be a bit faster. We have the three brochures here. So select that one, select this search. We need a new index name because we're gonna crawl it again. File upload Kia EV9. And this is the biggest differences to the two other options as well, is there's an index schedule here. We have three options. Once, hourly, daily. So the cool thing about this this option is we can set it to hourly, daily, have it automatically crawl, which would mean that we can continue adding new files to the blob storage, and based on the schedule, that information will be ingestible by our OpenAI service. For now, we're just gonna put it on once, because we're not gonna wait an hour. Acknowledge, next, select our search type as keyword again. We don't have any other options. A review of the setup, and ingestion should start in a second. So it needs to do some pre-processing, and after that it's gonna do the index. And this should take a couple of minutes, hopefully. It usually takes up just a couple of minutes. There we go. And I think we solved, or the problem that we had in the previous two episodes with the slowness seems to be solved, which is great. Thank you, Microsoft. Go. Wait for the pre-processing to complete. And in the meantime, we can maybe ask, like previous time, our control questions. So what is a Kia? Oh, haha, it's still running. So that's a good thing to know. You can't ask questions while validation is happening. So it completed proper pre-processing. Indexing should complete in a couple of minutes as well. In the meantime, we might as well have a look at the index. So if we go back, so this is the search service. And these are the index. And this is the index that we just created. The other two are from the previous episode. You can see there is right now nothing in it. It is complete, so theoretically, I would assume maybe it's caching. Let's give it a go. What is a Kia EV9? Ah, there you go. So similar to the previous episodes, we reuse the same documents and we can actually have a chat referencing those documents. The rest of the setup is the same. We have the strictness 1 to 5, where if you put it to 5, certain things will simply not be found because it takes it quite literally, and 1 gives it more freedom. You can set it to 1 and maybe ask, how does it, how much? Let's see what's gonna be returned. There you go. Additional features, maximum, etc. So it gives quite a decent information. And the references that we used, that were used. Good. Do a color option just because we can. There we go. And we get a much prettier view now of the colors available as well versus the last time. I guess that's because we reduced the strictness. Because the data file did not change, so my assumption is when we drop strictness to lower, with this data set, the results actually become a bit more prettier, but I guess this depends on the data set. And that's pretty much it with regards to use your data with a blob storage. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more about Microsoft AI, check out our previous episodes. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any of them. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you didn't, download the shit out of it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye.